Hey guys, I am at Funspot Arcade in New Hampshire. Let's check out this row of Universal arcade games. Some of these are very rare. A couple I've played for the first time today. Pretty awesome. Let's check them out. First up, we got 0 Hour from the Cosmic series by Universal. Really colorful shooter. It's actually kind of easy, but it is fun. And here at Funspot today is the first time I've ever played this game. As I've mentioned before, there desperately needs to be a collection of Universal arcade games collected for modern consoles. I would love that. I would buy that in a heartbeat. And Mr. Do, which is of course my favorite video game of all time, as I have told you way more times than you even care to hear. Just a brilliant game with tons of strategy. If you like Dig Dug, you will definitely love Mr. Do. Just a phenomenal game, an all-time classic for sure. And this is an interesting one, Snapjack. Kind of a snappy title. Interesting arcade art there. Again, this is the first time I have played this at Funspot. First time seeing this game, actually. Good looking game. Again, cool cabinet art. Kind of an interesting font there. Kind of has a Moon Patrol vibe a little bit. Interesting. And Galaxy Wars. This is a blatant Space Invaders clone. And early in the game, you've got invisible invaders. So let's check out some of the gameplay here. Some of the instructions. It's got the joystick, back and forth, and the fire button. And here you go. It's sort of like a crooked Space Invaders, which is really strange. So blatant. Universal. They definitely did some blatant rip-offs of some more popular arcade games. And this is definitely playable, but it's kind of dull because it's just more Space Invaders. And there are some invisible invaders very early in the action. Cosmic Avenger, you ColecoVision fans know and love this game. It's a great side-scrolling shooter. More colorful than the ColecoVision version, but the ColecoVision version is a great port. It's one of the earlier games for the system that I got. And back in the day, I hadn't played the arcade version, but of course I have since, and just at different expos, gaming expos and things. But back in the early 80s, I never played this until the ColecoVision version came out. Killer side-scrolling shooter, and one of the earliest. Very ahead of its time, very revolutionary and influential. Nova 2001, very obscure game from Universal. Another shooter. Universal liked them some shooters. This one looks really cool, although the graphics are kind of washed out on this cabinet. But that does look fun. Let's go over here, one of the strangest arcade games I've ever played, Cheeky Mouse. You hit these mice with your hammer, kind of has a Wreck-It Ralph thing going, but this is 1980. And if the rats get all your cheese down there, then you do die, you lose a life. And what's interesting about this is the cabinet art is very strange, weird. Just a bizarre game from Universal. I'm not shocked that this one never took off. Let's go over to Cosmic Alien, another clone from Universal. A clone of Galaxian. But it doesn't quite have the good timing or the crisp controls of Galaxian. It's got the colorful raster graphics like Galaxian and some really interesting cabinet art there. Colorful and fun. I played it. It's kind of fun, but it's not as good as Galaxian, so what are you gonna do? And last, and certainly not least, actually it is least since it's not working, but they do have Ladybug. I love this on the ColecoVision. It's probably my favorite ColecoVision game. It's such an amazing port. It's one of my favorite arcade games. Unfortunately, this is not working, but man, it's a beautiful machine. Hopefully they'll get that up and working at some point. And yeah, there you go, guys. A row of Universal classics. So cool to see these all together. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite Universal arcade game. Are there any on this list here? Any of these cabinets that you've never seen, never played before? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you in another video.